Hello there, welcome to another wee bit of a video. Today's video, honestly, I need to figure out how to properly title these because this is going to be happening once a week until the NBA season comes to an end. NBA discussion video of the past week, most recent events. I want to stay on top of, talking about all the recent things that have happened in the league, and I want to be able to, have my input in my analysis, but also eventually, hopefully this channel grows to where I could have, honest discussions with people. And then if they have comments in the comment section from the last video, I can look at those comments and make it more of a community effort kind of thing. Obviously there's a long way to go for that, but once a week, we'll be talking about NBA standings and stuff. So without further ado, let's just see how we're doing. So looking right away, I can tell you that there are some surprises. There are not some surprises. I said it in my last video. I said the Orlando Magic are the worst team in the NBA. And honestly, my opinion still stands. Paolo is a beast, and he is going to continue to be balling it up over there. Jalen Suggs is going to give you some crazy awesome threes, some boneheaded plays, some cool flashy moves, and some terrible plays. And I think he just doesn't have very high basketball IQ, to be honest with you. And I don't find watching the Orlando Magic fun. I don't think their fans do either, but I gotta say, Paolo is just such a beast, and you guys will be fine. Build around him, y'all be fine. You'll be very fun in the near future. Let me just say that. Detroit Pistons, Cade Cunningham obviously looks really solid. They're 3-8 because they're still in tank mode, and that's very apparent. I'm curious to see how Marvin Bagley is going to look when he gets back, and not because he's some sort of beast, but just how well he meshes with the team, with Jaden Ivey now there and Jalen Duren. I think that's how you pronounce that name. All in all, though, I'm curious to see what their future brings for them, but yeah, just another tank season. Nothing really surprising going on over here. Even if you just, look at the games, like just getting blown out by the Cavs, by the Bucks, losing a close one to the Bucks, beating the Warriors, but getting blown out by the Hawks, losing to the Hawks, getting blown out by the Wizards. Yeah, it's just not an ideal time for Pistons fans, but your future will be, bright. Looking at the Hornets, literally nothing to say at all. I talked about in the last video, Dennis Smith Jr. looks like he's found a home over there, but it's just wait for LaMelo to get back and then be a playing worthy kind of team, trying to be a 10th seed, 11th seed. They're just screwed. The whole Miles Bridges thing screwed them, and they need more talent, obviously, and they need to make trades and honestly kind of just rebuild and try to focus around LaMelo. It's tough. I don't know. Honestly, I don't really know what they can do. I just know that LaMelo is a beast, and it'll be interesting to see how they, go about the rest of the season. Miami Heat have been a shocker because, well, they're the well-coached team. Typically, things are going really well for them. I will say, they've kept matches competitive even when they lose. As you can see for yourself, like, I know that they lost to the Warriors, but it was closer than the score really told. Beat the Blazers, lost to the Raptors, beat the Raptors, lost to the Celtics. Just a lot of close games. And honestly, their schedule has been pretty tough. And they also just lost. They choked up a storm. Let me just say that first. And then, Josh Hart hit a game-winning three. But yeah, it's just, I think that they'll turn it around. Not a whole lot going on over there that's going to make me think they'll be phenomenal this year by any means, but it just really just depends on the health of that team, and Jimmy Butler staying in consistently, Kyle Lowry staying in consistently, Bam staying healthy consistently. Really just a bunch of names that you want to, see healthy. Tyler Herro's good. I don't think he's going to take that next step. It's more so he's just going to remain good and nothing more. So take that for what you will. Keep going down to the Nets. They actually looked like they're playing a little bit harder with their new head coach. Was announced this morning as of Wednesday. Jaquez Vaughn, I believe is how you pronounce that. I actually do want to double check on that. I don't want to give you guys like wrong information. Jaquez Vaughn. I want to say that's how you pronounce that. Anyway, he is now the interim head coach, who's now the head coach and no longer interim head coach. They did not go with Ime Udoka. Granted, I'm of the opinion they shouldn't have due to the controversy, and you just don't want that toxic of a locker room. It's just, I don't think it's a good look. What I will say is KD's playing well. Obviously missed those free throws to tie up the game against the Mavs, but y'all be fine. Hopefully the drama settles down and you can just focus on being a team. Ben Simmons can get healthy and just see what you can do, because it feels like the Nets are a team that you can't really see what they can do because of the drama. And you know, obviously the drama comes with those players, but I just want to see what they can do with just no BS involved. Granted, that's a lot to ask for. I get it. But curiosity, you know, is one hell of a thing. And I just want to know. Anyway, 76ers just beat the Suns. Had a troubling season. Harden's out for a month. Not a good time for Sixer fans. But I will say this. As long as you guys can just win without Harden and keep things afloat, you'll be better when Harden comes back. Now, I'm not saying you guys will be a top 4 seed, but top 6-5 is definitely in the cards, because you could easily outdo the Bulls. You know, the Raps, definitely the Knicks. The Knicks are the most mid team ever. Not too good, not too bad. You're very mid. Anyway, going to the Wizards. I'm not a believer in the Wizards at all. I just think watching them play basketball isn't, I guess what they lack more than anything is just consistency, and it's very noticeable. Sometimes they can come out looking red hot and then they can just blow balls the next second. And I guess you can get that really with any team, but it's become very apparent to me that that's the Wizards in, I guess, a nutshell. Is they just look one second and they blow balls like that, like very instantly like that. Just super inconsistent. It's super weird, super wonky. Just going at who they've played. Let's see. Let's go to that real quick. So yeah, beat the Hornets. Lost to the Grizz. They were down, or they started out the game hot, then they blew balls. They came out hot coming back, and they blew balls again. Lost to the Sixers. Lost to the Pacers. You can't do that. Sorry, Pacers. It's not disrespectful to you, but from what the Wizards want to do compared to what you guys are doing, which is, let's be honest, you're rebuilding, or at least you're gonna want to rebuild. Yeah, you can't lose to the Pacers. Celtics obviously lost to, destroyed the Pistons. You know, respectably lost to the Cavs. Took it to OT at least. Barely beat the Bulls. Beat the Pacers. In all honesty, Wizards, a little bit of a waste. You got destroyed by the Nets. Yeah, I was watching that game. I changed the channel like after the second quarter, I believe. I was just like, God damn, this is not competitive. Anyway, Wizards fans, I feel for you. You remind me of like the Kings, to where you're just like not bad enough to not make the playoffs, but you're not good enough to do jack crap in the playoffs. So it's a weird spot. Pacers fans, you guys are in a way better position than the Wizards, in my opinion, and I think it should be everyone's opinion, because you got young players, you got tradable assets, and at the same time, it's like you're doing good enough to where you're showing what the future holds, right? So Tyrese Halliburton is obviously the focal point of any discussion of the Pacers, and that's because he's a player that you guys he's a cornerstone for your franchise. He is going to be the guy moving forward. Jalen Smith has been playing well. He's bounced from team to team, but seems like the Pacers, or he's not bounced from team to team. He was actually on the Suns, then traded to the Pacers. I think this is his second team actually, but he didn't do anything with the Suns. I believe he was with the Suns. Let me fact check that. Again, not interested in giving you guys wrong information. Jalen Smith. Let's see. Yeah, he was with the Suns. Didn't do crap with the Suns. Just didn't work out. Doing solid with the Pacers. Buddy Hield, a tradable asset. Miles Turner, tradable asset. Tyrese Halliburton, really well. Benedict Mathurin, definitely someone that's played well. I've said this time and time again, but he can definitely hit an open three. And why I say open three is because, let's be honest, a lot of the looks that he's had in those blow-up games were open threes. Now, is that a bad thing? No. Ask anyone on the Lakers. They'll take anyone who can hit an open three. Trust me, that's a great thing. Again, he's a rookie, so a lot of hope moving forward. And I really think you guys are in a better position than the Wizards. I'm just being blunt. Going down that list, though. Knicks, I've said it before, I'll say it again, they're the most mid team ever. I don't even think words can describe how mid they are. I mean, they're the 7th seed, 5-5. They don't have superstars, they got good players. They just an average Joe team. Do I expect them to make playoffs? Yes. Do I expect them to lose in the first round? Absolutely. Bulls. It'd be interesting to see what happens with this team once Lonzo, if Lonzo gets back this season, because what he adds to the team is a whole lot of 3-point shooting, for one. Defense is really, really solid, and he's a playmaker. So it's like, you add that to this Bulls team that's already solid with Caruso, Levine, Vooch, Patrick Williams. I've said it before, but I'll say it again. I think he needs to step up as a rebounder. DeMar DeRozan, DeMar hit unless I like it. That's a Drake quote, by the way. It's not mine, but I just think it's hilarious. Anyway, I'm curious to see what that team could do with a couple more pieces, because right now it just seems like they're not gonna really do much. Like, lost to the Bucks in the first round last year, and what seed are they? 6. They'll lose to the Celtics in the first round this year if that were to happen. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. Raptors, they're a very interesting team again. Similar to the Wizards, they'll be a monster 1 second and they'll blow balls the next second. They're just a better version of the Wizards in that sense, to where they'll be good 1 second and blow balls the next. It's just that their good is better than the Wizards' good. So that's the Raptors for you. They've also played some tough teams, so there's that. That's something. 4-1 at home, 2-4 away. So they blow balls when they're away. Duly noted. Anyway, Hawks look really solid. DeJounte Murray in particular, obviously a great acquisition because he is just balling out of his mind. Trae Young missed last game. They were against who was it? The Bucks. That was the Bucks' first L. John Collins is solid. Clint Capella is doing what you literally could only ask him to do. It just seems like the Hawks, what I mean by that is boarding. Just board. Be in the paint, defender, and then board. But yeah, it just seems like they're doing really what you thought they'd do, and that's be solid. DeAndre Hunter, everything about this team is like, I want to say it's just expected. Like, I genuinely believe that. Like, beating the Pels, beating the Knicks, losing to the Raptors. Again, Raptors are Jekyll and Hyde, bro. Losing to the Bucks, understandable. Killing the Pistons, beating the Pistons, losing to the Hornets again, which can't happen. These kind of games matter, dude. You want to limit those losses to the bad teams. But yeah, just seeing all this, it's just expected. Collins, Hunter, Capella, Murray, Young, Onyeka Okongwu, athletic as hell, but I don't think he's anything special. Just a role player. Moving on to the Celtics. I keep saying stuff like this, I guess, when it gets to this region, but Celtics are literally doing what's expected of them. JB, Jaylen Brown, is doing his thing. JT, Jason Tatum, is doing his thing. Like, you got one superstar, one all-star who's I would say not. He's definitely not a superstar, but like, he's closer to being a superstar than he is to being anything else. But yes, he's not a superstar. If any of that made sense. Anyway, they just solid defensive team doing what they got to do, night in and night out, and then they have their stars take over when they need to. Lost to the Cavs, that's okay. Cavs are a tough team, but they're lost to the Cavs again. But it's okay. It's a tough team. Lost to the Bulls. Bulls are a solid team, so losing them once isn't even a bad thing. But they're really just handling business, and they're doing what they got to do. The Celtics. Let's see if any recent news that I'm missing. Nothing. Yeah, Celtics are doing everything that you expect of them from Marcus Smart, Derek White, Noah Vonleh, really getting some minutes. Yeah, top to bottom. doing what they got. I mean, really, just look at it. 21-9 to 39. That's the last game. We go to the game before that. Celtics and Knicks. Just doing what you got to do. Your 2 stars are going to be the focal point every freaking time. I totally forgot Blake Griffin played there. I don't know. That spaced my mind. Obviously, he's not the same, but still something to know. Marcus Smart, Derek White again. Brogdon logged in 28 minutes that game. I clicked on Gmail there. Okay. Cavaliers and Celtics. Yeah, I mean Brogdon 24 minutes. Grant Williams. Yeah. So really everything's just expected. Nothing about the Celtics is surprising here. Cavs, I will say the only surprise is how dominant Donovan Mitchell has been, and not so much because he couldn't do it before, but because it's like before it was your own team. Like you had the keys to everything, and now yes, he has that freedom to do whatever he wants, but when Darius Garland was out, he was still just doing his thing, you know. Obviously making some mistakes that you don't want to see your superstar or all-star, or whatever you guys consider him. I'm going to say star. I don't think Donovan Mitchell is a superstar yet. Anyway, Donovan Mitchell is doing things that you want to see your star doing. But again, the boneheaded mistakes, got to chill out on. Some shot selections, I'm just like, okay, Donnie. But all in all, I just think that team has done a really well job of playing as a unit. You know, Donovan Mitchell, of course, being the spotlight right now. Darius Garland, now that he's back, really being the playmaker and the facilitator of that team. Really allowing Donovan Mitchell to, you know, just basically handle just the scoring. Like, bro, you handle the load. I'm a playmaker. I got you. You know, Jared Allen doing his thing, boarding like a beast the last game he played. Who was that against? Let's actually see that. I think he had like 20 rebounds or something like that. Something pretty wild against. Yeah, they lost to the Clippers, but I think he had like 20 rebounds. Seriously. Yeah, 20 rebounds. Donovan Mitchell, again, just doing his thing. And then Darius Garland. Like, yes, he has 19 points, 11 less, but 12 assists. Darius Garland is saying, I'm the playmaker, bro. You got this. Like, you carry the scoring. I'm still going to score, but I'm going to get the assist. Bad game from Karis LeVert, but Karis LeVert's solid. Evan Mobley, like I said, I didn't even bring up his name. What am I saying? But yeah, Evan Mobley, Kevin Love, Okoro, Dean Wade, and Okoro, but yeah, Kevin Love, solid. You know, role players that are just gonna do the job. And the Cavs are a really, really good team. This video is gonna be really long. I'm going through every freaking team. I'm gonna have to speed up the process. I don't want to take up all your guys' time. Oh, you know what? It's a discussion video. Discussion videos can be long. Treat it like a podcast. Have it in the background. Just chill out. Be laying down. Background noise, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, Milwaukee Bucks, they're good. They're just really good. Chris Middleton's not even back, dude. They're just really freaking good. Giannis is freaking good. Drew Holiday is freaking good. Like, Bobby Portis is freaking good. Like, they're just playing so well. I just really like what I'm seeing from the Bucks. Great team ball. And Giannis, 25, 7-2 against the loss. That's fine, but just really good basketball, and the teams they've beaten are really solid. Timberwolves, Hawks, Knicks very mid. Nets, that's a talented team nonetheless. Sixers. I will say though, there's 5 games of just easy dubs. Rockets 1, Pistons 2, Pistons 3, Thunder. You know, Thunder have been playing well. I think their record might be even, or one game below even. That's, you know, three easy games, I'll say. But yeah, Bucks look really solid. Just absolute phenomenal team basketball, and you can't ask for more than that. Going into the Western, first of all, no one ever thought they'd seen that team on number 1. Well, what the hell? Anyway, Rockets 2-9 expected. Tank mode full effect. Jalen Green, you look great. KPJ, you look solid. They just have no role players. I think they have a bad head coach, but you know what? It goes with what they're doing. They're tanking hard. And Jabari Smith has not looked good at all. Obviously, it's like, what, 11 games in? So much time. He just isn't bored. Not physical enough. can't shoot at least. I'm gonna fact check this because I feel like it's something that I should. I can't just be saying stuff like that, but I'm positive. Like, bro, what's he shooting from 3? Seriously. 1 for 4, 0 for 0, 0 for 5. Shooting 30%. I'll be blunt. All these are wide open threes, dude. They leave him. He is shooting open threes, and he's just missing. Like I said, does not board. You are 6'11". Get the damn ball. Like, I can't express enough how important. I mean, dude, this is obvious how important rebounding is. Even Andrew Wiggins said it last year, right? His whole career, he just never rebounded. Never. Then in the playoffs, he's like, dude, I can do this. I can totally do this. And that helped the Warriors win. Those clutch offensive rebounds, those defensive rebounds. You need to limit other players, other teams' possessions, and you need to increase your possessions. How do you do that? Offensive rebounds and defensive rebounds. You're 6'11". I get that you're not the bulkiest dude out there, but you're 6'11". You're lengthy. You got hops, bro. Go get the ball. Lakers 2-8. I'm a Laker fan. I don't even want to talk about this. This is so depressing. Russell Westbrook, salute to you. You're playing really amazing. Salute to you, Russ. Our team is just not good. And I hope I'm wrong, and I hope it changes. I really do. But watching, I guess you can just tell by my demeanor and my tone and everything about my body language and my face. It's just so depressing. Lakers play today against the Clippers. We've lost to the Clippers like 13 times in a row or some wild ass number. A win today would be nice. LeBron just said that nothing, before I started recording this video, LeBron's like, time will heal my foot, but I'm going to play today. What? Bron, I get we're 2-8, bro, but you're not playing well anyway. Like, if you're not going to be playing well because your foot hurts, just rest more than one game. Like, this is a lingering season issue. Like, that's not a good thing. I don't know. Could be wrong about that. Let's just not talk about the Lakers ever until further notice. Why? Anyway, out of the Kings. Kings suck. They keep games close somehow. I mean, okay, you know what? Let me rephrase that. Kings, you don't suck. You're just disappointing because I feel like your team's better than 3-6. And yes, you did get screwed by refs. Last 2-minute report. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's a thing, and it's there to really just anger you guys, and that sucks. But oh man, I got really tired talking about the Lakers. Let me wake up. Let me juice myself back up because man, that was so depressing. Anyway, Kings, I'm sorry. That sucks. You guys do not deserve some of the calls that have been made, but I will say that sucks. And I feel for y'all because I know what it's like to cheer for a team that's on a losing record. Trust me. I've been knowing that for the past 2-3 years. It's terrible. Anyway, Warriors, you guys are your bench, your defense is horrible. It's terrible. Jordan Poole, my guy, you're great at scoring. You need to play better defense, dude. Absolutely just need to play better defense. You got paid the bag, bro. And your defense is abysmal. Move your feet. You're a quick guy. Like, I genuinely do not understand how these quick, athletic dudes can't move their feet. And I get that it's more, I obviously understand that it's just more than that, right? But like Draymond said, it's an effort thing. Like, if you want to be a good defender, you just got to try your ass off. So, I don't know, man. You ask me, I think something's got to change. I don't know how. I think maybe it's just through reps, but defense is horrible. Talking about the Thunder earlier. Turns out they're 2 games below 500. But Shai is amazing. Shai is really good. Just scoring 30 points, not hitting much threes, if at all, honestly. just doing everything that you could hope from him, and he's become a star for this league and not noticed enough, not recognized enough because of the team he's on. But I really, really hope, next season, if he's still there, Chet Holmgren gets healthy, they get their next, young stud, and hopefully they put things together, because Shai deserves to be in the spotlight a lot more. Timberwolves, it's just weird. It just seems like there's something weird going on over there. Like, with Ant, Cat, Rudy, like, I don't know, is there a locker room drama going on over there? Like, some obviously, Cat talking about Ant's diet, because Ant, don't take it, too seriously. And then Ant standing, on the court, just watching everyone play, and he's just standing there. And I'm just like, is team chemistry not on point? Clearly. You guys are definitely better than, or your team should be better than, 5 and 6. Maybe that's just me. But weird stuff going on over there. Going back. Spurs playing fine, young talent, but they're going to rebuild. They're not going to do anything more than that. Pop's a good enough head coach to keep them, 10, 11 seed. But yeah, sorry Spurs, you guys you knew it was going to happen. Your losing streak was going to happen eventually. I mean, let's be honest, you're rebuilding. Pop knows that. Y'all know that. This wasn't a surprise to anyone. Pelicans disappointing the hell out of me, because they should be better than 5 and 5. There's no excuse for that. Y'all just too good. I get that BI was out for like 3 or 4 games, but you're just too talented. You're just way too good to be 5 and 5. Seriously, you got so much depth on your team, and losing to the Pacers, really, guys, like Jonas Valanciunas, CJ McCollum, Herb Jones, Trey Murphy, Devontae Graham, Jose Alvarado, Larry Nance, B.I. Zion. Like that's a deep ass team, dude. And I said it before, I'm not really a big fan of Najee Marshall. As you can see, once they're healthy, he's going back to the limited minutes. But yeah, just 5 and 5. You guys, Pelicans, y'all a better team than that. I know that. I know that. Let's go into the what 8th seed, 7th seed. It's just, I don't know. This video is long. Clippers is weird, because before the season started, everyone's like, they're title favorites, not necessarily favorites, but they're title contenders. They're going to be so good. And then Kawhi has like a serious knee issue. Like, yes, he's recovering from his ACL, but like, I don't know if we're going to get Kawhi back. When I say Kawhi, I mean the Kawhi that we once knew, the superstar, one of the best players in the league. Rumors, he has tendonitis, or, just basically where he's screwed. His career is basically never going to be the same, if at all. And it sucks, because I'm not a Clipper fan, and honestly, I really can't stand the Clippers because I'm a Laker fan. But I like their players. PG's a cool guy. John Wall used to be my favorite player. I'm a huge John Wall fan. Tyler seems like a really solid coach. It just sucks because, I said it before, say it again. Kawhi is such a good player, and for injuries to mess with another career, we've seen it before, obviously. One notable player I can think of off the top of my head easily is Derrick Rose. You just hate to see it. And obviously Derrick Rose is younger, but still, Kawhi, it's just a crappy thing. And if he truly does never come back to his old self, this Clipper team is not a title contender at all. And any hope they had of taking it the distance, with Kawhi out of the picture, it is gone. Absolutely gone. PG's good, obviously a baller. John Wall, when he, again, plays full on, is playing so well. Love what I'm seeing from John. You guys got depth, a bunch of solid role players, but at the end of the day, you need a superstar. And PG is more of a star than he is a superstar nowadays. And as you can just see by the record, 6 and 5, like, you're not beating a team like, in my opinion, you're not beating a team like the Suns. You're not beating a team like the Mavericks. I mean, I could be wrong. I could be very wrong, right? Maybe the Clippers come out and surprise me. But if Kawhi Leonard is not part of the picture moving forward, nah. I just don't see it. Anyway, moving forward after the Grizzlies. Ja's really good. What more can I say? You got a human highlight reel on your team. Like, Ja is really good. Desmond Bane, really good. Question is, will you guys go back to being last year's Memphis Grizzlies when Jared Jackson comes back, or will you be better than last year's Grizzlies? That is the question. I'm of the opinion y'all gonna be the same, aka a second round exit. Hopefully I'm wrong, because Ja's a very interesting watch and it's very entertaining. But I just don't know if you have the pieces to truly be a contender. Now, time will tell. I'm not too sure. Mavericks, y'all gonna be good. Got to get your defense going. But I mean, dude, Tim Hardaway being back on that, added from that last year team, you add Tim Hardaway, you add Christian Wood, JaVale McGee still playing 14, 15 minutes a game of decent minutes, lob threat. Obviously Reggie Bullock not playing phenomenal right now, but doing what he's got to do for defensive role, then hitting threes. Dorian Finney-Smith playing solid defense. And then, dude, the star, one of the best players in the league, Luka Doncic. Like, he's just so good. Numbers just get put up when he's on the court, and it just happens so quick. Even though he's not fast and he's not quick, it's just so quick. Mavericks, y'all gonna be good. I don't know if you're gonna be like contenders, but time will tell. Nuggets, they're interesting because Jamal Murray does not look the same at all. But with Michael Porter Jr. back and Jamal Murray back anyway, the team is just way better. Like, flat out. Michael Porter Jr. is a shooter. He's a real hitter. He's a sniper. He is everything that you hoped he could be. He just got to stay healthy. Jokic seems to be taking a lesser load, which is a good thing, putting up lines that aren't really last year. They're more so like, 19 points, 18 points a game, 10 boards, 9 assists, which is a great game. Don't get it twisted. It just feels like he's having to do less, which is a good thing, because you can't maintain, that kind of volume over 82 games in a season. It's not realistic. Blazers, this is a weird team. Because I don't know if I'm gonna be honest, I don't think they're real. Like, when I say real, I don't think they're legit. They're 7-3, but games that are close that they easily could have lost, and I don't know, man. I mean, beating the Suns off of travel from Jeremy Grant, like, it was a clear-cut travel. I mean, beating the Heat, Heat choking their ass off. Beating the Lakers choking their ass off. That's 3 wins right there. And you know what? A win's a win. As a Laker fan, trust me, I would take any win, no matter how ugly or beautiful it looks. Trust me, I understand that. But I don't know, man. I don't know if they're legit. I'll be blunt. I think time will tell as more games go on. Dude, what is up with this freaking thing? I think time will tell as time goes on. Yeah, I don't know what the Blazers. Suns, they're probably going to be first seed by the end of the season. I'm going to be honest, Suns are just a great regular season team, and that's always been the truth. That's never changed. But what will they do in the playoffs? Will they fold, or will they finally get it going? I don't know. They obviously had a playoff run to where they took the Bucks in the finals. They didn't beat them, but they got there. And then last year, they got eliminated in the worst way. They got sent home bad by the Mavs. And yeah, they've always been a really, really good regular season team. 6-1 at home. Like, dude, so good. And then the Jazz, which have been the biggest surprise of the season. It's not even close, more than anything or anyone. What the hell? The Jazz are 9-3. Lauri's playing out of his freaking mind, bro. This is so unexpected. It's just wild. It's just wild to everyone. It's wild to me. It's wild to her, him, they, them, whoever you are. It's wild. If you're an NBA fan, it's crazy. Not even Jazz fans predicted this. And the thing is, they're winning games in ways that last year's Utah team could not. Which is like, what? What? They're not choking ass in the fourth quarter? They're not submitting? What? So yeah, it's crazy. This Jazz team is crazy. Like, they don't even have a superstar, but they're just playing like... They remind me of the Hawks that one year where they were without a superstar. They're not contenders. They're not going to be winning the championship or anything. But it's just like crazy. Like, you guys are doing really well. Great job. Now, I'm sure it's fun. Every Utah Jazz fan is having a blast right now. Of course you are. Your first seed in the West. Seriously, take it all in. Be happy. But, I think this goes without saying. Y'all ain't going to do shit in the playoffs. Like, you need a superstar. We're in an era. I think it's always been like this, but you need a superstar. Lauri Markkanen is playing like a star, but you need a superstar. You need a Luka Doncic. You need a Giannis Antetokounmpo. You need a Kawhi Leonard. You need a LeBron James. You need a Kevin Durant. You need something. You need a Stephen Curry. I mean, dude, think about it. You need, look at the Celtics. JT, JB. Like, you need something of that stature. And team basketball, as awesome and as fun as it is, dude, I'm having a blast watching the Jazz myself. Trust me. You need a superstar. Will you be good? I don't know. We'll see if this keeps up. This is honestly kind of interesting to watch. Like, it's definitely a story to follow. Trust me. Everyone's keeping their eyes on the Jazz right now because it's just like, whoa, they're doing this. They're really doing this. What the hell? But no, they want to do shit in the playoffs. I'm beyond confident in that. Again, you need a superstar. When the moments come down to it, that's just how it always goes. We'll see though. Hopefully they surprise me because, dude, it's been fun. As a Utah Jazz, I guess neutral, because I'm not a fan. I don't hate on them. I'm not a fan of them. I'm just neutral with them. As a bystander, basically, it's been fun to watch. You guys have shown serious commitment to just competing, and I enjoy it. It's been very fun. But yeah, we've talked about all 30 teams. Do I plan on talk about all 30 teams every single week? Probably. NBA discussion video. I don't even know how I'm gonna title this video, but every week I want to be doing a discussion video on the state of the game. And yeah, it's just been fun. Y'all see this same day upload. Y'all see this today. But anyway, appreciate it as always. I'm just making sure I'm not forgetting anything before I say this has all been different. Now we've been different. Yeah, I don't think I'm forgetting anything. I really don't. Okay, well, anyway, this has been All We've Been Different. All We've Been Different. And we out.